Well, I guess I've always thought of myself as a poet.
Oh, really?
Well, of course. I mean, just think about it. You show us everything you've got. You keep on dancing, and the room gets hot. You drive us wild. We'll drive you crazy. I mean, that's poetry.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean, I'm sure it made a lot more money than anything Shakespeare ever wrote.
That's true, and that's how you can tell it's good art. Hey, can I announce the show today?
Yeah, sure. Why don't you?
All right. Hey, everybody. It's me, Paul Stanley of KISS, and you are watching the hottest podcast on Facebook, BOOZHOO Nana BOOZHOO. Now, please welcome Nana BOOZHOO. Take it away, Nana BOOZHOO.
Hey, thanks, Paul. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the show. And today, I would like to talk about the Mashkikii Detibised, the medicine wheel. Mashkikii Detibised. And, in our way, we really like that term, medicine. It's like, that's some good medicine. Or, oh, geez, he put some bad medicine on him. Everything's medicine. Even coffee, we call it black medicine water. Makare mashkiki wabu. And, for us, medicine just meant something which heals or makes you feel better or, sets stuff straight. So today, I'm hoping this little talk can be Mashkikii, can be medicine to you. So let's pull up that do we have that graphic of the Mashkikii Detibised?
Yeah, just a sec.
Ladies and gentlemen, Natasha.
BOOZHOO. Let me grab it. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, great. So this is the medicine wheel, and you'll notice it's divided into fours. Everything in the Anishinaabe way is divided into fours. You got the four directions: north, south, east, west. You got the four seasons: summer, spring, winter, fall. You got everything's fours. The four medicines, the four stages of life. Even music gets broken down into fours. A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4. So but one of the things that the medicine wheel can help you do is it can help you talk about stuff or sort things out. So today we're going to use the medicine wheel to talk about how to kind of sort out yourself. I mentioned earlier we've been talking about, how to get over the death of a pet or whatever. And I told the kids, we'll talk about depression. But, I don't want to, I'm not I'm crazy. I shouldn't be. I'm not a therapist. But this is kind of what helped me in the Anishinaabe way. So, you grab your medicine wheel and you check this out. Medicine wheel can also represent the four states of being. So here we got physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So let's say things aren't going your way. You're stuck in a rut. You don't want to say it, but people are saying, "Oh, gee, you must be depressed." And if you're smart and sensitive, you're going to want to try to make things better for yourself. So, I'm not sure what I'm going to call this video yet. But, Kitchi Manadu, we do wishin, wa'al ikadon deboywin. Help me to speak truthfully. Great Spirit, help me to speak truthfully. So, this is what I've learned. you can get yourself out of a rut. You can overcome depression, or whatever you want to call it, the blues, I like to call it. Let's say, I don't know what your life is like, but for a lot of young people, you get to a point where you just don't enjoy anything. Someone's like, hey, let's go see a movie. The movies are terrible. Hey, let's go do this thing. Nah, I don't want to do that. I just want to sit here and, play this video game and eat, junk food. Close the drapes, People who sleep all day and just mope around, you're probably in a rut. So what you got to do is you make a medicine wheel and divide it in 4s. And then take stock of yourself. So let's look at this. Let's say, okay, physically. On 1 to 10, how are you physically? What's your diet like? You already know what you're supposed to be eating and exercising. If you're out of shape, you look at your belly and it's all flabby, and you run out of breath just going to the fridge, you might physically you might be kind of low. So give yourself a mark there. Let's say you're a 5. A 10 being I'm in great shape and I've drink lots of water and get plenty of vegetables and vitamins and that. So then you move on, and then there's mental. Now this means, like, what are you thinking about? What's in your brain? What are the contents of your consciousness? What do you spend your time thinking about? Is your mind always going back to how that guy cheated on you? About how you were wronged? About how you got fired? Or, someone's picking on you? What's in your mind? Do you watch violent movies all the time? Do you watch scary movies all the time? And so your mind's always thinking about ghosts. Are you grieving? Did your pet pass away and you just can't stop thinking about what's in your mind? Just be aware of it. If you're always thinking about bad things, you're going to feel bad. And we can get to what you can do about this. But, okay, give yourself a mark. 1 to 10. What's in your mind? 10 is gratitude and love and joyful humor. And a 1 is, the world's coming to an end. The world's on fire. We're all going to die. I don't know. Give yourself a mark. I hope this is making sense. And then the next one, spiritual. What's your spiritual life like? Do you have one? Spiritual means anything that's not material. They tell us, you'll be happy if you just get a new car. If you just had money. Those are all material things. And they can't bring you happiness. They can only bring you stuff. Material, it's like, if I had a leather jacket, then I'd be happy. So, Mark, what's your spiritual life? So the opposite of that stuff is like nature and love and the things you can't buy. Prayer, connecting to the Creator, music, art, the inspiration. Do you feel inspired? Whatever that is, You can be spiritual and be a mechanic. You feel inspired to fix up your car. That's spiritual. You draw a picture. So mark yourself spiritually. How are you doing spiritually? If you don't have a spiritual life, that might be low, and that might be why you're not feeling great. And that brings us back to physical. So physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So here's the trick. Here's the quick, what you call it? Do-it-yourself home improvement, self-improvement tips from an elder. If you're depressed and you want to be happy, it's this simple. It's kind of like a video game. A lot of people talk like, oh, geez, I'm depressed. I'm sick in the head and I need a pill so I'll be well. And then I'll stop being sad and I'll be happy. But that's not really how it works. It's like a video game where, you start out on level 1 and you've got some ability, but you got to get through the maze and you got to fight the demons and you got to fight the dragons. And if you survive, if you overcome your challenges, you get to another level. And on that next level, you get new powers. So like, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he used to have these big dreams. Okay, it's Michael. Michael was really depressed. And then he figured out that you don't have to get it all at once. But when you see improvements, and you have some faith that you're moving in the right direction, that's all you need. And that's like a new superpower. When you drop... Anyway, so you want to level up. You got to, first of all, get real about what's going on. Talk about to yourself what's really going on. How am I physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally? Don't make it worse than it is, but be honest with yourself. And then get serious. What do you want to be? What do you want your life to look like? Do you want to be a person who has a good relationship, who has a cool job, who's got lots of, doesn't have to worry about money all the time? Well, get clear about what you want. Next step, you got to get to work. Physical. So much of our depression is simply, you got to do a walk every day. You got to do some push-ups. You got to eat some greens. You got to put down the sugar. If you're drinking, you got to quit that. It's that simple. That's bringing you down. When you do those things, you level up. Now suddenly you can do other stuff. And your wheel gets bigger. And it starts to roll better. Then you look at, your mental. Oh, geez, all I do is I watch YouTube videos and burn with hate towards, whatever political party. Or I'm filled with fear. Oh, the pandemic's, we're all going to die. What's in your mind? And you want to level up? Start feeding your mind positive stuff. Realize, oh, that's all despair. I got to quit watching that nonsense. What's really going on? What is reality? And then your emotions. Are you being led by your emotions? Do you have no filter? Do you think, oh, I feel this way, therefore it is real? Maybe your feelings aren't so important. Maybe sometimes you just gotta suck it up and go, you know what? I'm tired of being unhappy. I'm gonna change stuff. If I can't be happy, I'm gonna be optimistic. You know what? Like right now, I'm kind of struggling, but I won't always be. Someday I'll look back and go, oh, those were the hard days. I'm so much happier now that I got through the hard times. Live it up. It may never be this bad again. And you'll want to remember what it's like. Anyway, so then, spiritually, we don't even trust ourselves to know what we think spiritually anymore. Always seeking somebody else. Hey, what does that guy think? But you have everything you need already. Being spiritual is going within. I heard a man say once that, he goes, there's not 4 directions. There's 6. You got, your north, south, east, west. But you also got up and down. No, you said there were 7. You got up and down, there's 6. And then 7 within. You got to go within. And so whatever that takes. For a lot of shenabs, they go, let me get into that sweat lodge. You got to start praying. You got to start singing. But whatever it takes, you don't have to go into a sweat lodge. You don't got to fast if that's not your way. But whatever, think about it. Go within and, pray. And the answers will come. And then wait. Be patient. I don't know. I guess that's all I wanted to say about that. I don't know. I hope you found this video for a reason. And I hope I was helpful. I kind of doubt I was. Do you think I was helpful, Paul?
Yeah, I think you said some good stuff.
All right. Do you want to send us out?
Sure. Well, everybody, hope you like the show. I'm Paul Stanley. If you want to support the show, you can click the link to PayPal and leave us a tip. Or you can sign up on Patreon. You can buy some t-shirts on Teespring. And order books from Michael Lyons, whatever. Alright, well, I will see you again. Gigawaba min, minawa. Hoa.
Yeah, there you go. Hoa. Thank you for watching. Miigwech gana wabiek.